Nigeria reopened schools this week and around 6 months after they were closed to curtail the spread of coronavirus. But not everyone can afford studying online. Students from poor families were unable to afford internet and suffered the most from schools being shuttered. Our next report gets you more on this.
These brothers have been busy at this workshop making a hand washing machine. Since schools closed down in March to curb the spread of the coronavirus. Unlike other students their age, their education halted during the pandemic.
Many students like us were having lessons online and we didn't have that opportunity. So we thought of it together with my brothers here that let's make something that will benefit us and also the other students in case we resume back to school.
At this school, over 400 children receive free education and food. Many of the children are orphans and victims of insurgent violence. The school's principal says the pandemic completely halted her students' learning.
All the months that we left, nobody came to school and nobody learned anything. So it was already that bad. Physical contact is what we capitalize on. If you remove physical contact, then we will go back to, zero again.
According to UNESCO, almost 60% of all students worldwide have been affected by COVID-19. Nigeria's Ministry of Education says despite the measures put in place for students to cope with the educational challenges of COVID-19, poorer students have been more affected due to their inability to afford remote learning. But even those who can afford it say learning online comes with its challenges.
The school tried as much as possible to provide online lessons, but then it was not everybody that was really listening to it or paying more attention to it. Because many other social vices might take our attention. It only takes a disciplined student to be able to get the data and focus on reading and listening to our teachers online.
The Nigerian Ministry of Education ordered all schools to reopen starting October 12th, as long as they adhere to guidelines provided by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC.
There will be proper awareness on NCDC rules and regulation on personal hygiene, how children, pupils, students, both in boarding schools and day schools, will learn how to use and wash their hands very well, use the face masks.
However, Idongasit Campbell, a father of two students, remains concerned.
It's more of mixed feelings, right? I'm concerned that my children I'm happy that my children are going back to school because it has been a long time out. On the other hand, I'm concerned of the fact and the possibility of them coming across people or children in school who are symptomatic and without showing any sign.
For the moment, the majority of schools have reopened, and they will stay that way unless a new surge in coronavirus cases forces them to close again. Ifyok Etang for VOA News, Jos, Nigeria.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.